What's up, great people? I hope you all can hear me out there. We're just going to do a little combine today. They've already started the 40 time with the DBs. And Teron Arnold just went. I think he was the second. The first was Chris Abras, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, but he ran a 4.4. Up next is MJ Devonshire, Pittsburgh, height 5'10", weight 186, defensive back, of course. How you guys doing out there, man? It's long time no see. Let's see, man. He's lining up right now for his 40. He's off to the races. He is moving, man. 445. 445 for MJ Devonshire from the University of Pittsburgh. You guys chime in, man. Let me know what you're thinking about the Jets or any other team that you're a fan of. Who you guys want to see? I had a sleeper yesterday. Well, actually, I've been looking at him for about a month now. Braden Fisk. And I even had him graded at a third or fourth, maybe. And he literally lit the combine on fire yesterday, man. Like, my mouth just dropped. I was like, no, he's my sleeper. I don't want him to go to anyone else. I want him to come to the Jets. Yeah, but I'm sure he got a lot of eyes yesterday, man. Braden Fisk was bananas. All right, right now we have Marcellus from Carolina Bank, the Cox. He's off to the races in the 40, and he ran a 4.47. Not bad at all. But you know how it is these days, right? Everybody wants to run the sub 440s, right? In order to make the headlines. 4.47's not good anymore. All right, Willie Drew is up next, guys. Just started, man. We're live. Willie Drew, 5'11", weight 191, school VSU, and he's almost off to the races. He's lining up, and here we go. Let's see. 4.48. So far, the fastest DB time was 4.4. We haven't got into that sub 440 yet. I'm sure it's going to be a couple of guys, right? Ronaldo Green is up next, 5'11", 186 from FSU, Florida State University, for those who don't know. You guys jump on in, man. Let us know what you're feeling. Like, even if you're not a Jets fan, let me know what team you're representing. Yes, sir. I'm live, my boy. What's up, brother? All right, Green is off to the races, guys. 4.54. Not that lightning speed that was so spoiled of seeing, right, in these combines, man. The sub 440s and all that. Yeah, my man. I told you I was gonna be a bit more active, man. I miss being here, Abraham, man. I do, brother. Can you hear me pretty good? Miles Harden is up next. Get a whistle. Bad start. Maybe some people are at work, man, and they can't tune in to the combine. They kind of want to hear some numbers or just kind of know what's going on today while they're at work. If they can't watch it, maybe I can help them out a little bit. They can tune on in, man. All right, Miles Harden is lining up again. He's in his run stance, and he's off to the races as well. Come on, boy. What you got? A 4.52. Being honest, I haven't looked at a lot of DBs this year, man. Maybe because I looked through a green lens and I'm like, we don't need like top DBs, man. I was more so focused on the O-line, the D-line, and a few safeties. I look at any cornerbacks. Let me say that, not just DBs. I didn't look at any corners this year. Dequan Hardy out of Penn State is up next, guys. 5'9", 3/8 of an inch tall, 179 libs. All right, he's set up in the stance, and he's off to the races. Hey, he's moving. Yeah, he's moving. 4.39. 4.39. I saw it. That boy was moving, man. All right, the first sub 440 is by Dequan Hardy, defensive back from Penn State. Get your life together. You either go to Penn State or you end up at the state pen. Let's see what my guy say. Yes, you did mention that you'll be more live. I can hear you pretty well. Good looking out, brother. Good looking out. I gotta get more active. Boy, who's up next? Cam Hart from Notre Dame. He's tall. He's like 6'3", man. I remember looking at him a little bit. Off to the races. He's probably gonna get a 440 something. Or he's a 450. For his height, it's not that bad though. Wacky Wednesdays no more. It's now called Pride and Chaos. It starts on Wednesday, and now at 2100 hours. All right, nice. I didn't know that, bro. Good looking out. Kyrie Jackson is up next, guys. I'm unfamiliar with him, but he's a tall guy. 6'3", 3/4 of an inch, 194 pounds, out of Oregon. Not to be confused with my Oregon State Beavers. But no, he's from the Ducks. He's Oregon Ducks, man. He's in the stands now. Off to the races. He's probably going to be a 450 something. Yep, 450 flat, exactly. Not bad, though, man. Guys are tall and they're moving. Okay, I definitely reach out to Jeremy. Jeremy sent me a message yesterday via Twitter, man, and because I asked him to look into Braden Fix when they were at the Senior Bowl, and he was like, "Bro, I'll do that for you." So like the next day, he gave me his outlook on him, and Dom sees as well. So we exchanged our thoughts on Braden Fisk. This was like during the Senior Bowl, of course. And yesterday, he sent me a message. He was like, "Bro, your dude is killing it." I was like, "I know, right?" So happy for Braden Fisk, man. So happy for him. Yeah, but I definitely try to get on the show again, man. I miss collaborating with Jeremy and Italy Jet, man. I miss just doing this in general, being honest. Sometimes life's just life. You know what I mean? It keeps us from doing those things we want to do the most, the hobbies at least. Who are you excited about drafting this year, Abraham? Any particular player? Yeah, I've been seeing Italy Jet, bro, like all over Twitter. I'm like, look at my guy, man. But that's what happens when you're consistent, right? Consistency pays off. And the opposite of that spectrum is if you're not consistent, you fall off. That's just the black and white of it, man. But yeah, I've seen my guy. I've seen him all over Twitter on different platforms, man. Happy for my guy. He's a good dude. Italy's a real good dude. Of course, Oregon State. Yes, let's go. But yeah, that's my guy, man. Not because I'm an Oregon State fan, but I think he's just very good, man. He's very talented. Maybe some people don't have him like the top guy just because he's at Oregon State, but I think he can play just as good as Joe Alt and what's the other one from shoot, what's the other guy's name? The top one. I keep forgetting his name. Shoot, I can't. But anyway, yeah. But a lot of people like, of course, like Joe Alt. He is what he is. I think he is clear cut number one, but I don't think there's much of a fall off from my guy Oregon State. I thought it started back, guys. It's not still on commercial, guys. After the O line, what do you think the Jets need to tackle first? Can we acquire a second round pick? And if so, who do you think we can move or trade to acquire this second round pick, man? I'm very glad that we got Aaron Rodgers, man, but I hate like this year is so rich in areas that we need. It's like a second round pick this year. Oh my God, dude. It's like so needed. Yeah, the left tackle from Penn State, right, bro? I don't want to butcher his name, bro. I know exactly who he is, but I don't want to butcher his name and actually have this on film. It's like, God, like, don't butcher his name like that, man. Please don't. But yeah, he's really good, man. He's really good. But like I'm saying, like I don't think the drop off is like significantly that much, in my opinion. Well, Elijah Jones ran from Boston College. He ran a 4.45. Jerry and Jones from Florida State is up next. He's moving 4.38. My God. My God. Kalen King from Penn State. 4.61. Yeah, he didn't look like he was moving. My God, dude. You better be good in everything else. Or his stock is gonna plummet. Dwight from Arkansas University ran a 4.47. I almost said Arkansas State, but that would be incorrect. It's Arkansas University. Max Melton from Rutgers, 5'11", 187. He's officially getting set. Off to the races. What you got, boy? Look like he's moving, though. 4.39. 4.39. You can see it, man. Quinion Mitchell is up next. After that is Josh Newton. Let's see what those guys have to bring to the table.
Well, that 4.39 to top off, gentlemen. How about a 40.5-inch vertical?
Yeah. I definitely think so. I agree with that, bro.
You guys know Bo, right? He came alive for the Packers down the stretch, 7th rounder out of.
All right, Quinion Mitchell, 6 feet, 195 pounds. He's getting set up. Off to the races.
Predominantly wide receiver in high school, only played 1 year of quarterback.
Wow. Best time so far, man. He's running a 4.33. My God. 6 feet tall, running a 4.33. Yeah. His stock definitely just went up. From the University of Toledo. Quinion Mitchell. Yeah, sheesh. Exactly. Rich Eisen said sheesh. That guy's electric. My God. He looked like he favors what's the boy name? Basketball guy from Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade. That's what he favors. Josh Newton is up next from TCU. I remember him from the big bowl game. 4.52. When as fast I thought he would be. Mason would be nice from LSU too. My God. Absolutely he would be. Yeah, you mentioned Proctor from my other video. You did. I didn't know much about him. I kind of like I haven't looked at any film. I was aware of him, but I haven't looked at any of his film. But I was definitely aware of him. Andrew Phillips from University of Kentucky is off to the races. 4.48 is his time. Not bad. What's up, B? Yeah, cornerbacks and tight ends are today. And I think quarterbacks as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can. Sorry, guys, I got text coming in too. Like several linemen. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, for the people that are watching, my daughter wants to come in so badly. DeAndre Prince from Ole Miss, he just ran a 4.39. My God. Okay, now we get into those sub 4.40s, man. These guys are cooking right now. Mitchell stock just went up, man. He ran a 4.33. My God. And he's 6 feet. I think it was like 6 feet and a half. 6.5. Nehemiah Pritchett from Auburn, 6 feet, 1/8 of an inch, 190. He's up next. He's about to be off to the races. Here you go. He's moving. My God, he's moving. 4.36. 4.36. These guys are cooking right now. Oh my God. Welcome to the Jet Show, baby. Let's see here. I got food poisoning from the chicken sandwich at school. Well, you should be at home. Don't tell your mom I said that, but you should be at home. No one should be at school with food poisoning. Enos from Missouri State just ran a 4.54. Rakestraw, he has an interesting last name. You got the guy from Mississippi State up next, 6'2", quarter of an inch, 188. And I don't want to butcher his first name, man. Last name is Richardson. I don't want to butcher his last name, guys. He's off to, he's moving too. 4.34. Woo, 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 woo. And he's not like a slim DB. Like he's muscular and he's tall. He's 6'2", muscular, and ran a 4.34. He's not like the slim frame corners or DBs that we're accustomed to seeing. Like this guy is really muscular. My God. All right, you have Mike from Michigan up next. 5'9", 3/8 of an inch, 182 libs. I'm not sure what position he plays, bro. Like I said, I didn't really research a lot of DBs this year. I'll keep listening. I'm quite sure they're going to talk about him again because he had like one of the top 3 times. And then for his height and his stature, his weight, his frame, my God, dude. Yeah, somebody's really going to use him. These guys are starting to cook now, though. Seriously. I'm not sure how you pronounce this guy named Chau, Chau Smith Wade. He's up next, 5'9". But they called him back. I guess bad start or he either started too early. Like today's like almost like the best day to come by, man. I don't want to move. I want to give me a couple of beers, guys. Settle right here. Right, hang out with you guys all day. I haven't did this in a long time. I'm excited from all kind of aspects, man. How's that linebacker from Michigan doing? You know, he went yesterday, but I had to leave, bro, to go and pick up the kids. So I saw everybody except for the linebackers yesterday. So I saw the interior lineman defense, and I saw the outside lineman, and the last group were the linebackers, and I missed it because I had to run out. A 4.54. Chau Smith Wade, I believe that's how you pronounce his first name. Okay, he's more or less a nickel guy. I figured his height is 5'9". No tight ends have gone yet. So yesterday, like I said, was all about the interior D line, outside D line, and linebackers. So if I'm not mistaken, I think today is about the DBs, quarterback, and receivers. I'll double check that for you guys. As soon as we go on commercial, I'll give you a confirmation on that. I probably can tell you right now. Tahib Steele from Maryland is up now, guys. 4.52. He had a good jump. He had a good start. It's just the extra speed didn't kick in. So I kind of knew he was gonna do a 4.40 high or low 4.50s. Ryan Watts, height 6'2", 7/8 of an inch, 208 pounds, from Texas Longhorns. Four 5'3", Ryan Watts from the Texas Longhorns. 6'2", I believe, in 7/8. He's a 6'2.5" inches tall. Still not bad, man. 4.53 is not bad.
So Dominic Rogers and Cromartie are in 4.33. Similar body types, similar athletes. So I hate to put a number that 4.33.
Oh, for sure. I think Joe Douglas actually acquires a running back every draft, if I'm not mistaken, right, guys? Nate Wiggins from Clemson is off to the races. A 4.29. My God. My God, that boy can cook, man. That's Nate Wiggins from the University of Clemson. He's the fastest time today, a 4.29.
That is not a surprise to anybody in the building.
My God, that guy is fast, man. Whew. Oh my God. Did I want to see that again? Can they replay it? You can just tell the way he got off the block. That is Chris Abrams. So now they're doing their second attempts. His first one was better. That's Chris Abrams from Missouri. Ran a 4.4 for his first attempt. His second one, he ran a 4.50.
I was talking to Coach Drinkwitz about him. He said they're playing that bowl game against Ohio State. He's beat up at halftime.
Terrion Arnold is up next. He ran a 4.51 his first attempt. Now he's doing his second one. He's about to start his second one. So far, Douglas has drafted a running back in it. Right. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. And being honest, guys, I'm really not too caught up on our second string running back, man. After Brees is a tremendous fall off. Maybe we should get A.J. Dillon in free agency. You guys don't want any more Green Bay Packers guys? Terrion Arnold didn't outdo his first time, which is 4.51. The second attempt was 4.55. Oh, you know that guy? Let's go. You know him personally? No, just kidding. He was also drafting the O-line every day. That's true. Quinny and Mitchell, they're doing a comparison of Sauce Gardner and Quinny and Mitchell on their time. And Sauce ran a 4.41 last season. Well, his combine season. And the Mitchell guy ran a 4.33. They're comparing them because they're almost the same in height. And Sauce can move, so I can only, yeah. Yeah. DBs are being taught the right things these days, man. That's for sure. Not like when I was playing ball. Sheesh. We didn't work on speed. I can promise you that. Oh, God. He is also drafting. Yeah, definitely drafting the O-line, man. Are you guys concerned about Joe Douglas, though, man? You have to be concerned about Joe Douglas to some degree. Right? His first draft pick with the Jets is Becton. And Becton will probably end up at the Falcons this coming up 24 season. Number 2 overall pick in Zach Wilson. He's out of here. And we're talking top number 1 picks guys in 4 seasons? And they can't make it to a second contract? That's very alarming to me, man. Very alarming to me. If you take away that Sauce and Brees and Garrett and JJ draft, what kind of GM will we have as far as drafting guys, evaluating guys? You know what I mean? I have my concerns about Joe Douglas. Being honest, I am for Joe Douglas. I do like him. I do like his demeanor. I think he's a guy that's just behind the scenes, take care of business. Same thing with Robert Saleh. I do like Saleh a lot as well. These guys are on the fence with me. They are. So many top first rounds, man. Can't even make it to a second contract, man. It's bad. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Brandon. Without that Sauce Garrett draft, man, like Joe's in trouble, man, as far as the GM, man. Can you imagine if that draft class didn't go the way that it went? One, the team defense wouldn't be as good as it is now. Not to say that it wouldn't be good. It would be good just because of the people that's teaching it, but it wouldn't be as good. I talked to one of the guys on Twitter today. He had Sack Exchange, but there's so many Sack Exchange affiliates on Twitter. He posted about Brock Bowers being our first pick this year, and I said, it's not really a needed position. I said, but if we took him, I wouldn't be mad at that. And he responded like, you don't draft out of needs. That's GM and one-on-one. It's like, that's hogwash. Like I don't regurgitate stuff just because I heard other people say it, right? I try to use my own brain. Not saying that individual is not. I'm not the type of person to bash people publicly. I'm just merely stating what happened today on Twitter between him and myself. Nothing major, but I replied with laugh out loud. That's hogwash. You do draft out of need, right? Jaguars needed a quarterback. They went and took Trevor Lawrence. Bengals needed a quarterback. They went and took Joey B. Right? The Jets needed a top cornerback. They went and got Sauce, but he said that wasn't a need for us. I'm like, at that point, I just stopped, coming. All right, you got it. You're right. It's all good. Buy you a beer when I see you, man. I promise. Oh my God, Abraham saying, I hope no matter how about the Jets do this season, they keep Joe Douglas. Just a few years ago, many fans wanted a lifetime contract. That's true. Like I say, I support JD. It's just like now I think this draft is going to really put things in perspective for Joe Douglas and the Jets, right? You can't go 4 or 5 drafts, and out of 5, you only really nail one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's alarming to me. Just have had a hard time hiring GMs before. That's true. I do like JD. I'm not saying I don't. I do. There's a lot of things I like about Joe Douglas. There are a lot of things I like about Robert Saleh as well. It's just that there are concerns. That I just say that. Yeah, I know you want Brock. You've been an advocate for Mr. Brock, and I do like him as well. I honestly do. Are we going to take an offensive tackle at the top spot? Being honest, I think no. The reason I think no is because I've heard different stories about Aaron Rodgers not wanting a rookie to be on his line. Don't know how true that is, though. But if that's the case, then voila, there you have it. Exactly. That's basically what I was telling him. Like, yes, you do have needs that you need to fill on your team. Yes, absolutely, you do. But it also has to match what it is that you set out on your boards before the draft started, right? I mean, if you know you need a defensive end and one of the top ones are available, you take them. You had them on your board already. It's a position of need you take, but you don't just draft to draft a need, right? No, you go with best player available that fits the position that you need. So in theory, you are drafting what you need, but you're making it align with your board, in my opinion.
I'm still talking about Quinyon Mitchell over here in that 4.3340 and talking about a guy who went to Toledo. So you're saying, okay, well, small school guy, maybe compared to the other bigger schools, chip on his shoulder.
The soft clash, you go BPO, there are no good QBs or O-line. What's the 4? Yeah, I mean, some people would debate instead of getting Sauce, you could have went Tim Thibodeau, but I heard things about Tim Thibodeau from the Jets organization saying that they gave him some information, asked him not to leak it out, and then eventually he did. So they immediately scratched him off the board. How true that is, I don't know. But I mean, me personally, I wanted Sauce anyway. Only person in front of Sauce, in my opinion, was Aiden Hutchinson that year. It was Hutchinson, then Sauce. Damn, he just ran another 4.39. He's legit. Hecko Saleh is in over his head. Being a head coach, he doesn't seem to have learned much. Yeah, he hasn't grown a lot, being honest, man. Like, it's still a lot of mismanagement from Saleh towards the offensive side of the ball. I think defensive side, they're good. I think he can keep his eyes closed, and Ulbrich has that on lock, as well as some of the veteran players. Like one of my favorites, CJ Mosley. Wiggins put his screw on and it's done for the day. Yeah, I saw that. No, technically they didn't need a cornerback. They didn't. He still had Bryce Hall, and we signed DJ Reed in the free agency. So no, technically we didn't. But if you think about it, you heard leaks of saying that Robert Saleh and staff wasn't that fond of Bryce Hall, fond of him being far as like the number one, number two corner. So no, Sauce wasn't technically a need, but in theory he kind of was, because when you think about Sauce, he's better than Reed and Bryce Hall, and not that's a bad thing for Reed because Reed is very close to him. Sauce just have an advantage, man. Just that height, and being as good in coverage and sticky, just like DJ Reed. You know what I mean? That height just gives, and that long, those long arms, man. It gives Sauce a huge advantage, man. So no, Sauce wasn't technically a need. It's not like we had Bless Austin, you know, on our roster, man. No, we did. It wasn't that bad. No, it wasn't. You know, we still had Hall, and I'm a huge fan of Hall, and we had a newly acquired free agency and DJ Reed. So no, Sauce technically wasn't a need. But if you're looking at like overall skill set, then yeah, he definitely was a need. Is Brock Bowers going to be better than Conklin on the field? Just looking at his college tape, I would say yeah. But there's a chance that he's not. That's just the gamble you take when you're drafting guys, right? Sauce could have been a bust. We wouldn't know. You don't know until those guys actually line up and play.
Calvert was caught with a prostitute and ran from the police, was caught using our tax dollars to benefit his real estate investments, and was named one of the most corrupt members.
Yeah, we absolutely had Hall, bro. We absolutely did. For sure we did.
Took on ISIS terrorists.
And I was a huge fan of Hall. Still is, being honest. He gave that speech last season, right? When he had to start, he told the guys, he was like, hey, don't you guys sweat. Don't you worry about this. I've been here before. I have been a starter for this team, and I did perform pretty well. So, yeah, absolutely, man. What do you guys think about Morstead, Greg the Leg, man? Don't you think we should extend them? Those guys were legit for us this season. My God, they were the only positive constant as far as scoring or putting us in good position to score, other than Breece Hall. Kyrie Jackson ran again. He ran a 4.50 the first time. Second time was even worse. So 4.52. Not atrocious, but you know, still not better than this first. DJ James ran a 4.43. He ran a 4.46 on his second attempt. They're about to start getting to the drills now. Almost done with the second attempts. Isaiah Johnson has to do better. Now, this is bad. He ran a 4.64 his first one. He's from Syracuse. Yeah, don't tense up. Yes, sir. Just relax. Go through the motion. At least get in the fives. Get a 4.5 something, big dog. Yeah, he ran worse. God damn. Yeah. His first one, this is Isaiah Johnson from Syracuse, guys. Ran a 4.64 his first one. On the second attempt, he ran a 4.66. Yikes. Poop bag. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that, bro. They definitely will be signed. There's no way Morstead and Greg that they're gonna leave. Yeah, Elijah Jones coming up again, guys. 4.45 his first one, 4.48 on the second one. It's rare that you outdo your first one, man. Some guys do, but most people don't. Yes, sir. We definitely need more protection. You think we should get Bakhtiari on the squad? We officially will be the New York Packers, right? It looked like he's moving, bro. But once again, they just every time when they second attempt is always worse. That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't bring that much energy, man. So much is riding on this combine, though, man. I know these guys are feeling the pressure, you know. You can either rise your stock or you can decrease your stock just by performing in the combine. Scratch all of those games that you played. For 2, 3, 4 seasons, man. You get in the combine, they can either go up or down in one event, man. One weekend event. It's crazy.
40 for a second time, but again, these are okay. So here's Quinyon Mitchell.
Quinyon Mitchell, the guy they compared to Sauce.
4.33.
As far as his frame, he ran a 4.33 the first time.
There was a play at the Senior Bowl when he's going
Why do I feel like he's gonna beat that now?
to fly. He could run a very similar time for Michigan, and he hit him with a double move. And his ability to stop.
Yeah, I see what he got, guys. He look focused. He got those little lazy eyes like Sauce, man. That's crazy. That's when I said favors of Dwayne Wade. It's hard for him to beat the first time. It's rare that you beat your first time, man. 4.33 on the first one. He ran a 4.38 on the second one. No Bakhtiari. Now, even as a backup, though, when people ask me about him, that's what I tell them. Yeah, I'll take him, but for a vet minimum, and you have to be a backup. You have to be a backup, man. I can't trust you to be a starter, dude. Not Bakhtiari. I can't. I refuse to do it. As a backup, vet minimum, bring me Bakhtiari. I'm smiling with that. Josh Newton ran it again from TCU. 4.52 on the first one. 4.52 on the second one. It's rare you beat your first time.
Ice on his body and told me it's actually a hip flexor he's dealing with. Said he believes it's more of a strain after he talked to the medical staff and told me
Wiggins is the top guy. Wiggins, number 1, 4.29. Mitchell, second, 4.33. Richardson from Mississippi State, 4.34. They took it down. I was going to try to read the top 10 for you guys.
That's great news.
Andrew Phillips running again, 4.48. Second attempt is a 4.57. So much riding on this combine, man. So this group is all DBs. I think majority of these guys are cornerbacks. I don't think they're safeties. And they're all doing their second attempts right now for the guys that do want to do a second attempt. DeAndre Prince from Ole Miss ran a 4.39 the first one. He does look fast, man. 4.42 on the second one. There is rare you beat your first time. It's just rare.
Rich, one of the things we're seeing this combine in Indianapolis is a couple players, a couple top prospects approaching things a little differently than we're used to. I'll start with Marvin Harrison Jr.
I want to see these wide receivers, man. They're like my favorites to watch. The receivers and the tight ends, man. I think they should give us the privilege, man, to watch these guys lift weights too. Do the deadlifts and all that, the bench press. That'd be pretty dope, man. Do the vertical jumps or whatnot.
If anything in Indianapolis, you're obviously not working out. He is approaching things differently. The kind of elite prospect.
You like the one from Penn State?
Yeah. Somewhat similar situation. Now, he did do his media today.
I normally write the 40 times down. I didn't write them, but I did the D lines yesterday. I'm more of a D line cornerback guy myself, or DB guy. Pritchard is up next from Auburn. He ran a 4.36 the first run. He's off to the races for a second attempt. 4.38. 4.38, man. It's crazy. Nothing wrong with trying, though, right? Don't get it right the first time. Try again. Let's go. Abraham, you think New England's going with Jayden Daniels for the QB spot? Ennis Rakestraw Jr. is next from Missouri State. Ran a 4.54 on his first attempt. Now he's up for a second one. Now he did be his first time. Like I said, it's rare. 4.5, 4.54 the first one, 4.51 on his second attempt. That'll help him out a little bit more. Put him closer to that 4.4 mark. Uh,
Isaiah Likely, who I'd seen 80, 90-yard touchdowns in college at Coastal Carolina. This guy's going to fly, but he doesn't run well. And then
1 second, people. I'm responding to a text. I'm still here.
it's just he's a game speed guy.
Richardson from Mississippi State is up next. He's one of the faster ones. He ran a 4.34 on his first. He's doing another attempt. I wouldn't. I say they're energy for the next drills, my opinion. 4.36. He's a blazer. Yeah, he's a blazer. You ran a 4.34 and a 4.36. Yeah, you're good, bro. Somebody's picking you up, that's for sure.
Can you, by the way, I don't know the rules on this. You have a better handle on this. Can you go into the Hall of Fame as an executive as well as a player?
I imagine.
How is he not? He should be in as an executive as well.
I get it, but
Yeah, he'll be okay. He's a strong guy. That's my boy.
Maybe you
go in it, you get a bust for. I mean, Bill Polian's in it as an executive. His name's on the Ring of Honor here. You got a bust and a jacket.
Smith Wade is up next. 4.54 on his first one. 4.57 on the second attempt.
The whole thing with him is 4.50. If you got anything under 4.50, it's like that's golden because everything else is golden with him is great. So
I don't know if they pick a QB before they get protection. It could be another Zach Wilson. I know, right?
every year you're a captain. Can you get a Hall of Fame jacket? And then just
I'm sure you've heard me say this before. I was not a Zach Wilson guy during the draft, man. I was not. I was Justin Fields. Of course, it was Trevor Lawrence first. And right after that was Justin Fields. I was like, Zach Wilson? My God, what are we doing here? But of course, once you put on the green and white, you're one of my favorites. So the support came naturally. But if we're talking like pre-draft, nah, not me, buddy. Not me, buddy. Good looking out, Abraham, my man. Hit the like button, guys. It helps. It helps a lot. It helps the YouTube world see this beautiful background. Tahib Steele is up next from Maryland. He ran a 4.52 on his first attempt. He's up for his second one now, and he'll be off to the races right now. Let's see if he can beat his first time, man. Nope. He strikes out too. 4.52 on his first attempt. It's Tahib Steele from Maryland, 4.52 on his first attempt. Second attempt, 4.53.
Folks and decision makers here, and scouts or general managers or whatever, are talking about how the season's been extended. But
Ryan Watts is up next from the Texas Longhorns. Ran a 4.53, and he's off to the races for his second one. A 4.53 again. At least he's consistent, right?
Defensive back group number 1, group 4 overall if you're scoring at all.
That may be it for the 40 times, guys. Let's see.
Done now, running
Yep.
40s.
Yep. The 40 time is officially over, guys.
So let's check on.
The fastest DB was Wiggins with a 4.29 and 4.28, if I'm not mistaken. Nate Wiggins, of course, from Clemson. Then it was Quinion Mitchell from Toledo, second place. So Nate Wiggins, 4.29, number 1. Quinion Mitchell, 4.33. Terrion Arnold with a 4.36, a 4.35, my mistake. What position does he play? The one from Maryland. Is he guard or tackle? You guys might hear my daughter in the background, man. She is a ball of energy.
Rash? Maybe it'll go away. Oh, how am I gonna
Hope the Jets can trade down and pick up a few more selections. Actually, that's what I want, bro. Like that's exactly what I want to do. I think far as offensive linemen this year, it's extremely stacked. So yeah, trade down, man. Trade down to somebody who really want that 10th spot. I don't know what would they want though, the 10th spot. Right? Top quarterbacks will be gone. Unless Brock Bowers is there. And we're like either saying Brock or somebody really want Brock and we trade back. Let them acquire Brock. Maybe that's the case.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire. Indeed, you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates.
Don't get me wrong. I like Brock. I'm not saying we shouldn't get him. Just an idea. I don't want any of the Brock Bowers fans or people to come in and be like, oh, he doesn't want Brock to the Jets. Because I heard him say the other day that if there were any quarterbacks that he would like to play with, his number one, of course, was Patrick Mahomes, and second was Aaron Rodgers. And we all know that Kansas City doesn't have the number 10 pick overall, so that will leave Aaron Rodgers as number one. So maybe he knows something that the average person doesn't. Maybe he knows that he's coming to the Jets. So like Sauce did, you know.
In the NFL, the game is constantly evolving, and so are ways to better protect players. Powered by AWS, the NFL created the Digital Athlete, an injury prediction tool. By analyzing
Oh man. Can you imagine Joe Douglas doing that though? Joe Douglas' theme has been built through the draft, right? To trade all this draft capital for proven players. I mean, it's not a bad idea. And looking at that, if they don't make it to the playoffs this year, man, like Joe Douglas and Salah's toast. Definitely Salah. Joe Douglas might have a little more wiggle room. So whatever they do, man, from hence day forward, has to be very calculated, man. Like they can't miss. I had to say they so loosely because it's us, right? Jets everywhere. They're showing some clips of the guys actually at the Senior Bowl games and some of their college highlights right now. And they're talking about him, saying what he's good at. These guys got a chance to change their life, man. Can you imagine? Not only their lives, like their families, right? Everything's drafted well. Just didn't have first round picks. Yeah. All right, guys. So they're about to do the line drill right now. LINE, line drill. What's up, Melvin? Welcome to the chat, my man. We're just here going over the combine. Of course, copyright. I can't show it, but you guys can probably hear it in the background. I can discuss it with you guys. You got Chris Abrams from Missouri State that did it first. Feet work was really good. Once again, it's the line drill. Because they haven't run into straight from one end, from point A to point B. They start off with their back turn, and you tell them when to turn. Tell them to turn the other way. Turn back around to point B and then catch the ball. Jarvis Brownlee was the second guy. Didn't look as clean as the first guy, in my opinion. Appreciate it, man. I think my wife bought me this hat, I believe. Melvin, are you a Jets fan? If not, it's okay, bro. We here just to represent the combine today. Come in and share your thoughts who your team should draft if you're not a Jets fan. If you are a Jets fan, let us know, man. Who do you like? Who do you want to see at your team? William Mike Dick, when he was the Saints, he traded away all the Saints pick for no. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that, Abraham. Oh, Melvin's a Jets fan too. Let's go. This is a Jets family, man. I love the love. Let's go. Let's go, man. welcome, man. Don't know if you ever been here before, but if you haven't, this is the Jet Show, and I go by the name Show. Simply Show, baby. And that's what we try to do. Try to put on a good show for you guys. Right now, it's kind of like a chill day, right? It's just combine. I will let my daughter come and say hi, but if I do, her mom will kill me because she's not like properly prepared. Hold on 1 second, baby. Where are you going? Where are you going? Well, go to that one, baby. Go to the other restroom. You have multiple restrooms. Don't come to this one. Sorry about that, guys. She literally runs the house. Trust me when I say that. She's the baby girl. Use it, mama. Go ahead, babe. Appreciate the sub, man. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome. I've been around now for about a year, but I kind of like went on a little small hiatus. I had a lot of stuff going on in the house, like some family members were here, then they moved, and we had to change a lot of stuff around. We had our baby girl, and my commute to my work was strenuous. On the way there, it was 2 hours. Commute on the way back, it was 3 hours. Dude, I was exhausted. But now the dust is kind of settled now, and I miss doing this. So like I'm literally back. So you guys should see me at least 2 times a week now, whether that's live or just videos in general. Or they're talking about Kalen King from Penn State. I think that's the one you said you like, Abraham, right? They're saying that in the league he might be a safety versus a DB versus a cornerback. I mean, she's been on the show before. It's just today, we're just kind of around the house lounging, so her hair's not done, and she got on like her PJs still. I'm in Cali, if you guys don't know, so and she literally just woke up from a little nap, man. So if I put her on the camera, her mom would literally kill me. And I mean that. You guys want to see me around, right? Let's see, what other jerseys where you have framed up? I have Naaman and Martin. Well, that's the only one I have framed up, guys, if you can see it back there. It's just a sack exchange. I don't have any more framed up. And actually, one of my guys I used to do a show with, Italy Jet, that was actually his, and I wanted it. So I was like, dude, like, I'll buy it, bro. Like, I just need it in my room for my podcast. He was like, you're my guy. I'll sell it to you. I was like, yeah. It's sold, man. Couldn't wait to get it. I was at work, texting, calling wife. I was like, hey, has it arrived yet? Oh, God. You met Joe Namath, bro? No way. You in VA? Nice. I went to where did I go? I was like 24 when I went there. Oh, Norwalk. It was Norwalk, Virginia. I visited there for like a weekend. It was pretty cool, man. Weather wasn't that bad. It was I was on a military base for a little bit, Navy to be specific. A close friend of mine was there. There's a Jets club. Yeah, is it Y2K? I think he's like the president of one of the big Jets clubs there. We've talked about it, like, you know, DM via Twitter, and I think we talked about it like on Jets Chaos show. I think. My Jets man cave is sick, man. I wish I could show y'all. Follow us on Twitter, man. I don't know if Abraham's on Twitter, but I definitely am. I'm definitely on Twitter, bro. Yeah. Definitely in VA. That's what I thought too. So Melvin, you just tuning in, man. The fastest DB time was Wiggins from Clemens. He ran a 4.28. Blazing speed, dude. Like blazing. I can't wait to see his RAS score after this combine is completed. It's probably gonna be bananas. Yeah, I remember Green being saying that. I remember him saying he went to VA last year. I remember that. Top cornerbacks overall score: Quinion Mitchell 91, Kool-Aid has an 89. Terrion Arnold has an 85. Cooper DeJean has an 84. Nate Wiggins has an 83. I just talked about the RAS score, but that's the overall score so far, guys. Try to still give you guys a little insight about the guys that we came in for. I know, right? That 4.28 was nasty, bro. And like I was seeing it as it was happening, Abraham was here. I was like, this guy's moving. You could just see him coming off the block. I was like, this guy is electric, man. My God. Yeah, 10 minutes. Nice, bro. Nice. You been there your entire life in Virginia? They still running the line drill, guys. Boom. Good catch. He didn't drop it. Some of the guys, when they get to that, they start off at point A and they run to point B based on the straight line. But when they get to that point B, they have to turn around and catch the ball. Some guys have actually dropped it so far. Can you imagine that pressure that these young guys are under, man? Like they want to impress so bad. They want the draft stock or the draft capital to go up or increase so much. You know what I mean? Like so much detail, so much focus going on right now. They can literally change their family's life around. My nephew is a starting safety, man. His first year at D1. He was junior college. He played for Colin. He's 5'11". He's a thumper though, man. My God, they call him hit stick. Depends on how well he play. I might show some clips on my Jets podcast, man. But yeah, he's always been like the top guy on his team ever since Pop Warner or Pee Wee League. I'm so proud of him, man. Oh, it's definitely a playoff for bust for Joe and staff. We were just talking about that earlier, man. It's like Joe Douglas might get another season if they don't make it to the playoffs, but Saleh is gone. Saleh will be toast if we don't make the playoffs. And even if we make the playoffs, being honest, if we get put out the first round, hey, anything is still possible at that point. But if you make it to the playoffs and you win at least one game, I think you kind of bought yourself a little more time, maybe a 1 more year extension, maybe a 2. Definitely not a 3. You know, you'd have to be a little bit more consistent. Hold on, guys. Here comes the miniature boss. Hold on. What, baby? Stay right there.
My mommy said I have to check on you.
Okay.
Are you still working?
Yes. Tell her I am. Ask her, does she need me right now?
Yes.
She does? All right. Hold on, guys. Let me call the wife. She could have texted me. Baby, I can't right now. I'm live. I just text mommy now. If I have to go, then I might have to either put it on pause, guys, and you guys hold tight for me, or I have to cancel and then come back. I don't know. My wife needs me for something, I think. That's what my daughter is telling me. Hopefully I don't have to go anywhere, man. I just want to be here all day, guys. Give me some beer. Invite you guys to a couple of them. You know what I mean? It's the Jets time, man. Born and raised. Nice guy. Nice. What, baby?
You have to go.
I just text mommy. Let her text me back, baby. And I'll if she need me, I'll be down, okay?
She needs you right now.
Let me call her. Is it okay if daddy call her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to be on my bed.
No, baby, don't. Okay, you can stay over there. Go ahead. Told y'all she run this joint. She's been here before. I'm telling you, man. 1 second, guys. Let me call my wife, man. Making a phone call on the live. This is nice. And her phone's going straight to voicemail. Ah. All right, let me catch up. What are my guys saying? Born and raised, VA Beach. Yeah. Actually, JD has done a good job as Jets GM on the field. The team seems to have problems. Plagued by injuries in the O. That's true. Oh, injuries in that O-line, dude. My God. It's depressing. Stop trying to ease over here. You're not being respectful. If you want to sit in your bed, that's fine, but you can't be on this end. Your mom is going to kill me. Over the last 2 seasons, just use it on that team. Facts. Yeah, she's running. She's running the show, baby. I'm not saying it. I'm joking, but she would be mad at me because your hair is not done. Okay, go and check on mommy. Can you check on mommy for me? And say, Dad said he wants you. Go tell mommy I have a question for her. Come on, babe, help daddy out. I need help. I need help. You want help, dad? Always help you, right? Don't I always help you? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, go tell mommy I need help. Can you do that for dad? I'll buy you some chocolate later. Okay. I can't do it right now, baby. But I need you to do that for me, okay? Come on now. Thank you, mama. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Resign Becton? I'm passing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. It's too much with that guy. And I was a Becton supporter like the first 2 years. I was on the like I'm defending him. Seriously. I'm like, y'all heard him, man. He got his leg rolled over in the Panthers game. That's a freak accident. When he come back, you must have forgot about his rookie year. Like, so much of a Becton guy, man. But this year kind of did it for me. Yes, he was healthy, man, but I think he was the worst left tackle in the league, right? Allowed the most sacks. I'm like, either way, go. Aaron Rodgers would have got killed this year, man. If he didn't get injured, like he would just been beat up all year. So maybe his injury was a blessing to him. You know what I mean? What, baby? You can come in here, baby. Just go and ask mommy, does she need me? You came up saying mommy wanted me. Now I need you to go ask mommy to come here. Thank you, love. Yeah, I hear that. Even around, not even just the Jets, Melvin. I've been hearing that like just from the Titans players, and then from other people that's been around him. It's like whatever his techniques are, or maybe his personality, or maybe a combination of both. Like people just don't like him. And I was like, if this the case, then why is Saleh keeping this guy? And then a few weeks after I asked that question, well, I received my answer. They have a good rapport together, Saleh and Carter. They have a good friendship. And I'm like, okay, there it is. That's why he's still there. Oh, yeah. Mekhi is definitely better at right tackle. Definitely. If you're looking at it from an overall standpoint. If you're looking at it from his rookie year, man, he had every writings on the wall to be arguably top 5 left tackle in the league, just based upon his rookie year. Stopped both of the Bosa brothers that year. You know what I mean? Like the guy was just, I was like, yeah. I said Joe Douglas hit a home run with this guy. Athletic, big, colorful. They're still doing the line drill, guys. Terrion Arnold is doing it now. Looks pretty good. As soon as I said that, he dropped the pass. From Alabama. Jarvis Brownlee is up next. Good feet moving. Oh my God, way to get out. The turn around deep on the post route for the catch. Got it. Got it. Nice. Yep. Abraham, I agree 100%, bro. When Becton was healthy, he even had some good moments this season, if I'm being honest. Especially the one that went viral. I can't remember what edge that was, but he just like bossed him and pushed him around so much. And then when he fell, Mekhi pointed at him like he was laughing. Like, I was like, let's go. I'm jumping all up in the house. Like, my boy is back. And then it just kind of like just declined, man. Just faded away with time. I'm like, bro, come on, Becton. Like you're playing for a contract, that season. What, baby?
My mom said you have to come down now.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a wife break, but I don't want to close it out. So, guys, just hold tight. Let me go check. I'll be right back. Come on, babe.
Talking ball with the coaches. That's something we take a lot of pride in. And just the feedback I've gotten from our guys that are here is that they've been able to speak about the schematic schemes that we use on offense and defense in so much detail to the coaches, and that the coaches have been pretty impressed with the way they've been able to explain it. And that's credit to our coaching staff, but also credit to me, what we do schematically on both sides of the ball in terms of preparing these guys for the NFL. They're going to train with their trainers to do a lot of these drills that you see here at the combine, but to me, we want to pride ourselves in that when our players are interviewed by these NFL scouts and GMs and teams, that you're going to be impressed with the total package.
Coach is watching. All right.
There you go, man. Tuck that ball away. You worked a little bit of ball security. I like that.
He had no idea the pressure was on, right?
That's all right. You better catch that ball, or you wouldn't hear the end of it.
With you, his coach, on the air on NFL Network, on the drills. Coach, thanks for coming in here. So
Thanks for having
really
me.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you. That's Marcus
Congrats,
Freeman.
Coach.
Thank you.
Coach got to be the eye in the sky right there.
That's
Right
what
here.
I like this view.
Does not lie. Yeah, you win every time. It's not a bad play.
This is awesome. Thanks for having me,
Thank you,
Marcus.
Coach.
Freeman of Notre Dame football, right here on NFL Network's live coverage. We're taking a break now. Is that what we're doing, folks? Or
Nice catch.
good to see you, Coach. There he goes, Marcus Freeman. Okay. Jumps to the grab.
This is a week to feel old. I remember scouting him, and he's the head coach now at Notre Dame. All these juniors that we grew up with, all their sons out here playing. Kalen King. CD, free safety when it's all said and done.
Absolutely. And that's exactly the look that you're going to want to have. A guy could be that center field ball hawk, able to roam sideline to sideline. Remember Kyle Hamilton? Everybody's worried about his 40 speed. Then we plugged in that Florida State game, and he came from the deep middle and made that
on the sideline
because he looks like a pterodactyl. That's what you're going to want to have. And you guys talk about Marcus Freeman. I called 2 of his national championship games at Ohio State. So if you think you feel how do I feel?
That's awesome. I'll tell you what, we saw Lassiter a second ago, too, from Georgia, who it is really, really fluid and smooth going to these drills. And Max Melton is another gear. He just opens up and goes and gets it and made a nice, smooth catch.
He's had a nice
He
day.
could be a second-round pick when it's all said and done. He looks like, just moving around, looks like a top 50 player.
And DJ, does he get a bump? You know, we always talk about that bump for who went before you that we didn't analyze quite right. And his brother was undrafted, correct? And went and played well for the Packers.
Yep.
And people aren't going to make the same mistake twice. He might get a little extra bounce out of that.
Nice grab.
They're grasping the idea of going up and high pointing it. They're hearing the coaching and they're taking it.
Well, Mitchell just overran the ball to the point where he caught it in his gut.
Get your head back. Just a nice job. Hit the highest point there from Phillips. CD Phillips got the I don't use it often. Some people don't use it, but I did write War Daddy when I watched him. Especially from the nickel. He plays outside and in the nickel, but man, when he triggers, when he sees it, he goes. Man, he is physical and tough.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that at one point proliferated in terms of what we talked about with players. But when you got it now, but that's a big time term, right? You don't get it very often.
No.
That's a well-built young man, isn't it?
Oh, Roland Wallace here?
Yes.
Yeah. He transferred from Arizona. You know, somebody who's got kind of that corner safety flex. I think he's going to end up being a safety when it's all said and done. He got one off Colorado when he popped on that game. A nice play on a ball from Shador.
What we just saw there from Rich, from your guy,
Yes,
I
sir.
thought was excellent. Everything except the catch. The movement so easy, the turn smooth. He'll catch more than he'll drop.
So I just got the official for these guys. Understanding Wiggins is probably disappointed in the fact that he's got a bad device on that hip flexor right now. Wiggins 40 times. That's not the official timing now. It's a 4-2-8 for him.
We talked about Dominic Rogers-Cromartie running a 4-3-3. So
Yeah.
one got that number.
And he
Chiefs comp is who?
DRC. Here, Dominic Rogers Cromartie for Wiggins.
Well, the 4-3-3.
Yeah,
that's
Quentin Mitchell. He's 4-3-3. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah.
Cameron Richardson 4-3-4 official. Well, we'll show the rest in a minute. Why does this drill matter to you?
Well, I think we've got some video on this. I'll show you guys that are in the league that have gone through this process. And
He's good, Antoine Winfield.
yes, he is. He's getting ready to get some money coming his way. Here he is. You're going to flip. Now you want to run. We just saw this. And then get your head around, find the ball, and go get it at the highest point. That is an outstanding job. That's the family business for him. Here he is again, running. Get your head back to the ball and go find a way to locate the ball and make a play on it. Not going to have these perfect exactly the same as we saw in this drill, but it's about changing direction, getting your eyes where they need to be, and here he goes over Pittman. That is an unbelievable play here in this building. Absolutely. Here's Hart. We talked about him earlier as the former wide receiver. I love watching the NPH on this, too, because you can see it when they get a chance to open up before they get their head back around, how high they get that speed cranked up. Here's Lassiter from Georgia. He's going to run it up to over 19 miles per hour. Slow down with the ball coming a little bit to go get it. And the last one, Mitchell, let's see what he gets up to on the speed if he opens it up. Yeah, he's over 20. That's again, he's got a gear that not many people have.
That's how you overrun the ball, right?
That's how you end up catching that like a shortstop instead of like a center fielder when you run past the ball.
So Wiggins is the only sub 4.3, and then you've got 7 other sub 4.4 times. I mean, these are some really fast times here, and there's Wiggins. We can only hope that it is a bullet dodged, just a strain of the hip flexor, and you could see he reached 24 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's not a normal number. I mean, that's ridiculous. The next gen stats here, getting those MPHs, I love it. By the way, Terry Arnold got a little tick faster too. He ended up 4.5 flat.
Elijah Jones, one-handed, why don't you? And then Tip Trillett. An eventful rep, to say the least. We'll be back with more in a moment.
It's the final game, folks. This one brings the series. Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine. We are Farmers.
It only takes a second for an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pod's Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard Packaging. Roe now offers GLP-1s, the revolution.
All right, guys. I hope you guys are still here. You didn't tap out, did you? Whoo, she had me running. You guys still in there? Yeah, she needed me to move some stuff around. I'm out of breath, Abraham. I don't know what I missed. Hey, Abraham, how's your guys' show going, man? The one you told me about? I know, right? I thought they already, a few guys in the chat, man. Hurry up, man. Moving and moving and moving and running and moving. Lifting, more moving. Didn't you tell me about a guy with the new Jet show? I think that was you, right? You recommend that I check out somebody's podcast? Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. So welcome. If you guys anybody came in while I was not present in the camera, I stepped away for a minute, but I'm back. But we are trying to cover the 2024 Combine as much as I can today with you guys. And today is basically about the DBs, I believe the QBs and the wide receivers today. The wide outs. Oh, so the tight ends are next. So it's official. The tight ends are next. We get to see our beloved Brock Bowers. Okay, sweet. Should have grabbed me some water while I was downstairs, man. I don't have anything to sip on up here. So they're doing like the line drills right now, guys. For the safeties, the defensive back portion is almost over, but they're doing like the line drills with the like turn around deep post route or deep out route, and see if they can catch the ball at the end. Most of them are not catching it. That's why they play defense, I'm assuming. Pritchard from Auburn just did the drill beautifully, and he made the catch, unlike so many others. Christian Roland Wallace from Trojans did a real good technique showing, and he also caught it at the end. Sweet. I'm okay. I probably have my daughter bring some up, bro. I'm actually sweating. That's what happens when you're in your early 40s, man. You're not as athletic as you once were. Yeah, I'm here, Melvin. Can you see me, bro? I was telling Abraham I had to step away. Wife needed me to move some things around for her and put a few things up. I was doing it with speed and grace, trying to get back to you guys. So the DB drills are almost over, guys. Or Ryan Watts from Texas Longhorns is doing the last drill. His technique was wonderful, but when it came time for him to make the catch, he absolutely dropped it. Whoever the quarterback is, though, he's on point. Like, he's putting it on the money.
You sold yourself short. Jack Andrade says the best.
Hey, Melvin, do you believe in Hackett and Aaron Rodgers? Do you think they can get it done for us this season, man? What do you think, Melvin? He said, "I'm a senior citizen." How old are you, Abraham? If you don't mind me asking, man. If you don't want to share it, don't share it. You don't have to, man. I'm 43. I'll be 44 in May, man. I don't feel 20 anymore. That's for sure. But I'm still a high energy guy. It's just, when you have a family and you don't do the stuff you used to do, like ball games or whatever the case is. A little pickup ball game. Hit the weights as much as you used to. Oh yeah, Terrion Arnold was that guy, man. Easily the top cornerback in this year's draft from Alabama. That guy's good, man. Yeah, you see, they did the line drill, and Terrion Arnold was superb with his. Was it Mitchell guy? That was like the second fastest 40 time in the DBs. Like when it came down to open up and catch the ball, like he just couldn't. You can just tell Terrion Arnold was just a completely different guy when it comes to the top of the line cornerbacks in this year's draft. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Abraham. I see you, my man. Oh, this is my first, man. Hopefully my last. But you never know, right? Because sometimes life can absolutely life, right? I watch a guy on stocks, and that's one of his favorite sayings. He's like, I know sometimes you can't invest like you want to invest because sometimes life just be lifing. All right, Ronaldo Green is up for Florida State. They're doing the cone drill, coming out and catching the pass. He did superb on that one. Great feet movement, open up well, and he absolutely caught the ball, man. Actually went after the ball. He attacked it. Kamal Hayton just went up next also in the cone drill. Did pretty good. Miles Harden, he had a pretty good 40 time. Opened up, caught the ball, and exploded out. Nice. I'm okay, man. I think I put enough good energy out in the universe for me to be around at least 60s, 70s. Anything after that is a complete blessing, right? You get to your 80s and 90s, you maybe get to see your great grandkids. So yeah, I'm okay, man. I think the universe take care of me and you guys as well. The universe knew you guys were waiting on me to come back, so it didn't allow me to fall down the steps when I was running in my haste. Hey Melvin, do you believe in Hackett and Rodgers this year coming up, man? Do you think they can get it done? Elijah Jones from Boston College, feet work was just superb in the cone drill, but when he came out to explode and open up for the catch, of course he dropped the pass. Jerry and Jones did the exact same drill, open up, let the ball come to him, but he did catch it. Kalen King is a popular name from Penn State. Kind of stumbled a little bit on the come out, but he caught the ball and he exploded out. Good drill.
What do these cornerbacks, Chris, what do they need to develop before they get to the league or really in that first year? Because it is such a transition that really, I don't know, even know if they understand.
I'm so itching to see these tight ends, guys. Because like you hear about Brock Bowers all the time, and I forget the other guy's name. It's like a guy like the drop off is huge, but it's like the guy after Brock Bowers. I know about him, and after that, I don't know anything about any other tight ends in this year's combine or draft. Man, I'm being completely honest. So I kind of want to see like where's that second, third, fourth, fifth guy at? You know what I mean? I really like to see that. Abraham, I didn't know it was 3 different teams. I did not know that. That is interesting, right? I know it's the Jags for sure. I know about the Jags. Who are the other 2? Good catch. Deontay Prince from Ole Miss. He just did the cone drill and the catch. He came out, looked real good, sharp. Pitch's feet work didn't look as good. That he did catch it though. Like he was overthinking it, right? Some people just flew it. It's just natural. You can see it in him. Christian Roland Wallace from SC. Real good drill. Sanders still from Michigan. 7 interceptions last season. 13. Career. I'm sorry. 7 interceptions during his career. 13 pass breakups.
We're seeing that the Dolphins do, among others. How are you getting your body in motion to handle that as opposed to being in a
Terheef Steele from Maryland, man, has been looking good during the combine. Like every time he's doing a drill, like everything he does is clean. Technique is really good. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like second, third round guy, easy. Ryan Watts has been okay. I've seen some few things that kind of questionable. Right then, he just slipped. You know what I mean? Caught the ball at the end of the drill. That's always a positive. Chris Carter, a couple Buckeyes hanging in Indianapolis talking ball. He's finished all his medical work and interviews. 9 teams the last 2 days have talked to him. I can't tell you who that guy was. It was Chris Carter that posted that, but I don't know who the college kid was or is. You guys know about any other top tight ends or any decent tight ends, maybe sleepers? Maybe you can put them on notice for myself, if not for anybody else. I like to know about these young kids, man. My wife just came up here. I should have asked her for water, man. She should have knew that I was thirsty.
If you feel like things don't add up right now, you're not alone.
What do you guys think so far, man? Any other names that stand out to you guys that I've been calling out since I've been live? And the AFC Hackett was OC for Jacksonville and Buffalo Bills. You know what? I never knew he was the OC for Buffalo Bills, dude. Don't know how I didn't know that. Been a Jets fan for 20 years. At one part of my life, though, I was just like a casual Jets fan. I knew, I didn't support any other team, but it was kind of like when the game come on, I'll watch it. I'm 43, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, right? So at the beginning stages of my Jets fandom, those times were not like today's, right? If you had out-of-market games back then, you literally could not watch them. So it kind of took away from my investment with the team compared to the last 10 years easy. You know what I mean? Like you can watch a game in any location these days. Doesn't matter where you live. Yeah, but for my first 10 years, dude, it was like hard for me to watch a Jets game. That's when ESPN was like the reliable source. Yeah, that was the big hype, about Hackett. It's like he got Blake Bortles to go into the playoffs. I mean, which is a good thing. There's nothing bad about that, man. I promise you it's not. Oh my God. My only concern, though, I wouldn't say a concern, but I'm like, watch. Zach is going to go somewhere else. Maybe not next year. Maybe at the next 2 seasons. Maybe like his 6th season in the league, 5th or somewhere in there. Yeah, I'll say 6. Maybe his 6th season in the league, man. I think he's going to be electric. I think that young man energy or mindset, kind of die down. The fear of the game will die down. The game will slow down for him. And I think at that point, when it does, he's going to be deadly. Once again, I'm not a Zach guy, especially during the draft when we drafted him. Once again, I wanted Justin Fields. But you put on the green and white, I support, man. I support. But I've always had concerns about Zach Wilson. But I was hoping, I'm saying it because I was hoping that Hackett had been around for so long that he could, kind of guide Zach into the right direction. But unfortunately, we didn't really get to see that. Aaron Rodgers was hurt first game of the season. Zach didn't get a chance to sit back and just learn the system, learn the different techniques to being a top quarterback, or at least been a starting NFL quarterback. He's just like nothing went right. I mean, his rookie year here, he had the freak accident where, we lost our QB coach for him, by a freak accident. Guy riding his bicycle, he gets ran over and died. Like, that only happens to the Jets. And I'm not saying that in any kind of like ill way. I'm just literally saying like that's the kind of luck that we have, right? They did the right thing by bringing a guy in to help Zach develop, but we couldn't even make it to the season, man. The guy went out to exercise or whatnot on his bike, and the guy literally ran him over. I'm like, man, only us, man. And it's like Zach had no help ever since then, especially that first season. But yeah, I was really hoping that Hackett could be the guy that, you know, make the staff not look so bad by drafting him, man. We literally took him number 2 overall, man. And he's arguably like the worst quarterback we've ever drafted, like, you know, to start that many games. Crazy. Yeah, I remember his dad. I definitely remember his dad, man. That's for sure. He had the newspaper article out when he started like declining. He can't hack it. Oh my God, man. Only the Jets, right? I think we have more bad stories than we have good. I scratched it. I know we do. It's not a think thing. I know we do. Christian Roland Wallace from SC. You can't tell me see what drill they're doing now, guys. Oh, they're breaking on the ball. They start like they're in coverage. Kind of backpedal a little bit, shoot off to the side, and try to jump the ball. Most of them are catching. Tarheeb Steele from Maryland. I've been ranting how good he is. Let's see if he execute this drill. Once again, he's nailing it. I can't wait to see his RAS score, man. Like, he is nailing it, dude. All right, good looking, Melvin. Thank you, brother, for that. How long you been a Jets fan, Melvin? Ryan Watson's been looking okay. And here's the top guy, Terrion Arnold. Same thing. Like he's in coverage, breaks off, jumps in, takes the ball. This guy's killing it. This guy is killing it, man. I see why he's the clear-cut number 1 corner in this draft. God, you can see it. You love AR, hate Hackett, right? I think that's kind of like the standard for a Jets fan, right? It's crazy because I used to tell my wife all the time, way before we even thought about we could acquire Aaron Rodgers. But I should just tell her, like, man, like, if there's a quarterback that's just elite in my mind, it's Aaron Rodgers. And she'd be like, why? And I was like, so my wife hadn't watched football a lot prior to, you know, us being together. So when I first started dating her, she had no idea about football. So by default, she became a Jets fan. And she would watch it. She watched it for like the first year. Really didn't say much, asked a few questions, but didn't really give an input. Maybe like the second year. Then she started to kind of understand the game more. And the questions came with that, though. It would be like, I watched the Jets play with you, but then I watched this other team, and they can move the ball. Why can't the Jets move the ball like that? I was like, God, man. Like, she's a year 2 football person, and she knows this, right? It's always the offense with us. But I used to tell her, but she didn't really see anything spectacular about Aaron Rodgers. I was like, baby, you have no idea. And even right now, she still gives me a hard time about that because the big bad Aaron Rodgers went down in 4 plays of the season. When it happened, she just looked at me. And I just dropped my head like, she's already hard on Aaron Rodgers, man. This does not help my case. It didn't help, guys. You like both of them, Abraham? Wow. I'm not a Hackett guy. I'm not. I am not a Hackett guy, man. I was on the fence with him. Of course, I always give anybody a chance. Once again, like Zach Wilson. I always give anybody a chance when they're in the green and white, man. Just prove me wrong. I'm okay with being wrong from time to time. Not all the time. Just from time to time. I'm okay with being wrong. I wanted to be wrong about Zach. I wanted Zach to come out and, you know, rookie season, 25 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, he give me those numbers, I'm good for a rookie. I'm like, Justin Fields, who? But no, same thing with Hackett, man. I was on the fence with Hackett coming in because he didn't do anything with Denver, man. It was like, how can you not make that work, man? You got Russell Wilson and, Sutton over there and you know what I mean? Like, that was a way to make that work. But once again, he put on the green and white, man. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Threw me for a loop when I'm like, he came out publicly and said, yeah, I didn't realize that, Breece Hall Was that effective out the backfield with catching? I'm like, did you not look at the film? You just started like putting in your plays and then you didn't take a deep dive into your personnel, your players, man. Come on, dude. My God. I'm sure someone in that office, someone in that locker room had to tell you, hey, Breece Hall can catch the ball, right? Yeah, but Hackett scares me, man. Hackett scares me without Aaron Rodgers. Let me say that. If he's with Aaron Rodgers, I like him. Without Aaron Rodgers, no sirree. I like his personality, though. I actually do, man. I think he's a colorful guy. Just by what I've seen, the videos and things of that nature. Like, he really interacts with his guys. I think he's a, like Saleh, I think he's a player's coach. Which, like everything in his life, has its pros and cons. I tell that all the time, Abraham. I was like, you don't understand. I used to watch him, when he was young, and the game is on the line, and he just tosses it up, and boom, his man catching and win the game, and everybody go crazy, right? When he was in his prime, he could scramble and run in touchdown. He does the discount double check thing. Oh, I wouldn't have, I'm a diehard Jets, man, but watching that guy was electric. My God, watching that guy was electric, man. All right, here's your guy again, Kalen King. Breaking off the ball, backpedaling, come back to catch the ball. I'm liking King more and more the more I keep watching his combine for Penn State guys. Kalen King has been looking superb. Nice. Commercial again. Hackett is a lazy coach. Don't watch film or nothing. You never look prepared. Yeah, man. That was one of my things. Like when we played Dallas this last season, and we didn't send like any help block, any chip block for Michael Parsons. And I'm like, how was that the game plan? Like, we knew that our O-line was in shambles, right? Coming into the game. You know that. Flip side of that coin, you also know that you're facing one of the best pass rushers in the game. I didn't see a lot of chip blocks. I didn't see any, really, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that Hackett guy, man, heavily concerned about him moving forward. I am. But, we live and we learn. So maybe it was a growing thing for Hackett to get used to his personnel, to get used, so, we'll see. Like, this year will tell us all. They often say that, the first year of implementing a new scheme is always the roughest, which is understandable. But the second year, man, like this season coming up, man, it has to be spot on. It has to be. I'm tired of seeing different coaches, man. Like I want our team, our beloved team, to have some kind of stability. You know what I mean? Like Andy Reid or Mike Thomason. Just give us consistency with our coaching staff, especially the head coach and general manager. My God. I'm sure you guys are, but I'm tired of being the damn laughing joke, crappy team of the league, man. For year after year after year, season after season. Now, you do have to blame Carter for a lot of the O-line issues as well. You do. If I'm being honest, though, the offensive line started to get a little better towards the end of the season. I wouldn't like nothing to brag about, but just if you're comparing from the beginning of the season to how they ended the end of the season, the O-line started to perform a little better. They honestly did. I'm itching to see what Carter Warren turns out to be. I had high hopes for Max Mitchell this season. He didn't look as good as he did his rookie year. But I'm kind of excited about Carter Warren. I am. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I did see him. I saw him, Abraham. Like I said, that was true, bro. That's very true. That is very true. But once again, you have to get your system installed with these guys, man. They have to learn the system, and then then the production comes. Production come and then the speed comes. You know, we're executing the plays.
Yeah, it feels like Schembecker Hall. Walking around, got into the hotel, saw some of the boys, saw Cornelius, saw Blake.
I'm 50-50 with Cutting Thomason. I am. I really am. For that reason alone, what you just mentioned. He was the steady constant on his team, man. He was. Absolutely he was. But I think they wanted to keep him. I heard Joe Douglas speak about it at the combine. And that's what he mentioned. He was like, Lakeland's a good guy, et cetera, et cetera. But I think they let him go because of the money. I think maybe they went to him and tried to, redo the contract or whatnot. And, Lakeland probably like, no, I'm not taking that. But we'll see what happens. But when they let him go, I tweeted out, I was like, with Lakeland gone, like to me, there's no doubt that AVT is the left guard for us now moving forward. He has to be. The only reason he moved from left guard was because of Lakeland Thomason. We drafted him as a left guard. Only moved him because Lakeland Thomason, agreed that he wanted to come to the Jets. And okay, at that point, AVT is versatile. Let's see what he can do at right guard. And he did a damn good job. I just don't want him as a tackle, man. I just don't. He's good at a tackle. I just don't want him at a tackle. Yeah, he did. Max Mitchell had the blood clot, right? I think it was a blood clot he had.
Well, I mean, offensive line is part of your bailiwick too. I mean, you're the one who's helping coach them up for more awards, right? So
that's my 50-50 with Thomason. Yeah. His play wasn't as strong as it was with the 49ers, but before he came to the Jets, before he officially signed, around that time, there's a group on Facebook and we were talking about him. And I was like, yeah, man, he's an all pro. And I was just one guy. He was like, I'm telling y'all guys, he is not that good. He's not as good as people saying he is. And I was defending Lakeland because I knew our line needed help anyway. I was like, it can't be any worse than what we have. So just from that alone, man, I was defending Lakeland Thomason like crazy. And then as the season progressed, I think I was on God, who podcast was I on? Harrison. I was on Harrison, and I brought up the question like, I wonder was Lakeland that good because he was next to Trent Williams. And the chat was like, oh, that's a good point. And I thought about it at that moment. I'm like, that's probably why he was that good. Yeah, I think if I was next to Trent Williams, I'd look good. Trent Williams is a different guy, man. He's an animal. You think Tippmann would be the right tackle? Really? That's interesting. I thought he was the center, hands down, man. Yeah, blood clots. Yep, absolutely. Oh, right guard. Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see Joe Tippmann at right guard. I'm ready to get to the tight ends, guys. Let's go. I've seen enough of the defensive backs. Okay, Melvin, good looking out, man. I hope you enjoy your day, brother. I'll be back on tomorrow. You know what? I won't. I have a baby shower to attend, so I won't be live tomorrow. But I'm sure I'll make a video in between tonight and tomorrow. I'll probably have it out by Sunday. Maybe just give him my takes on the strong guys in the combine, who I like, who I don't like, who I think increased their stock, who didn't increase their stock. But anyway, be careful out there, Melvin, man. Enjoy your day, brother. Or sister. I don't want to offend anybody these days.
He's extremely smart, extremely intelligent.
DJ James, huh?
He's called to play from a
yeah, DJ James has been pretty good from Auburn.
He has the it factor that you want in a quarterback. He can also throw in areas where he's not supposed to.
What time is it? 2:55. I'll probably log off in about 30 minutes. I have to pick baby boy up from school. I tell you what, Abraham, I'm gonna log off now, bro. And I probably come back on in like 15 minutes or so. Let me see if I can get my wife to go and pick the boys up so I can just stay on. So let me talk to her, bro, and I'll probably jump back on in like 15 minutes, bro. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I'm going to end the stream right now, but I'll probably jump back on to cover the rest of the combine.
High character, high values, but you're going to have a tough, physical, fast, relentless football team that will play through the echo of the whistle and give you everything they got every game and nothing less. And
okay, brother. All right, well, I will see you later. Take care, man.